Hello, guys. It's me, Muhammad Ali, here live inside several groups and pages across the internet. And I wanted to come here live to see what's going on here. And I just want to make sure that people can hear the voice. And then we will go live from here. So, everybody, exactly. Okay, perfect. So, if anybody's here and you can hear us, I am here with Gavala Ranjit, who is the co-founder of Qualzz, which is one of the deals that we have launching on our platform on digitalthink.io. I don't know how many of you guys are on that platform, but we are going now live on YouTube, on Facebook pages, on several Facebook groups, just to make sure there's enough reach for this message. So I'm guessing that you have some updates today, and
Okay.
I wanted to. I think there's a background noise. I think on your. I can hear a little bit of a background noise.
Let
Maybe,
me mute it.
yeah. There's a little bit of a background noise I can hear. Okay, perfect. You don't have to mute because you will be answering questions.
No, I think it's the AC vent which
The,
actually
oh,
blows
that's
it.
the AC. Oh, the air
Yeah,
conditioner.
that could be causing that.
Okay, okay, okay.
Is
Good.
it too bad? I can actually change.
No problem. No problem. So, Mr. Ranjit doesn't need no introduction. You guys already know we did live videos at least twice together, right? Before?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
two
yes, we did.
times. And now he has few updates and few issues that have been brought forward. He wants to share them with us. So, welcome, Mr. Gavala Ranjit, and tell us more about what has changed over the last 2 weeks of launch with Digital Thing.
Yeah, thank you, guys. First of all, like, to begin with, I would like to really thank each one of you guys who are part of Digital Think, and I wouldn't be so happy being part of this community and group because I see the people around us are really helping us, and they have been very very active. And having said that, they have been encouraging us. Okay, so I've been getting a lot of support emails and support requests, support messages on chat, and they have been reporting some issues which they have been facing, and we are taking, like, extreme care to reply back to them and answer to their queries, right? And yes, there are certain things which we are not able to answer in a timely manner due to the technical issues, or due to the limitations with other applications. Like, for one example, one of our user was saying that uBlock was actually blocking our pop-ups, right?
Right, right.
Of course, like, we know that in the issue. We are trying to figure out, like, what we can do there, right? Like, it's
Hmm.
it's really difficult for us to answer in those situations,
Right.
because it is up to the uBlock team to figure out what they are doing. Okay, and eventually we might find some alternative or some solution. We can always reach back to them, but there is, for a reason, right? Like, people keep these blocks in
Hmm.
place to actually block these kind of applications, right?
Hmm.
So their job is to block things like these. Okay, but
Right.
having said that, yes, we reported, we have taken down that issue, and our technical team is really working very closely with with every possible manner. Okay,
Hmm.
that was one of the issues. The another important issue what I understood from our community is,
Right.
there were some requests saying that they were not able to find the support.
Right.
Okay, so the support is live on website. There is a chat widget on website, and we have been very active. Actually, many of our
So can you actually
customers.
share that on the website so people can
Sure,
see
sure.
on your screen? People
Yeah,
can
yeah,
see where to
absolutely.
get to chat with you guys.
Sure, sure, sure,
Right.
absolutely. So if you see here, like, qualz.com is
Uh,
our
let me
URL,
let me share that. Yeah. So that's you go to qualls.com,
right? And
and
here is our chat widget,
that's the
right?
chat, the site. Yes. Okay.
Yes, right.
And you can
And
talk to someone.
you can talk to someone. Okay, we are, like, active in the EST time zone, like morning almost like 7 to evening 9. Like we are
Right.
trying to cover as much as possible. But
Right.
having said that, even during the night also, if at all I come across any messages, I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to reply back to them, right? But
Right.
we are covering like most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And people can book meetings as well from here, okay? And if they need any demo, like please don't hesitate, please come to us. We will be, really really happy to help you guys over here, okay? And this widget, on this widget, like we are very very active on this one, okay? This is one thing.
Mm-hmm.
And coming back to the second question is, where is our help? Okay, so
Right.
if you scroll down to this page,
Mm-hmm.
okay, you can see the help link here, okay?
Right.
So if you actually navigate here, you can see all the different subtopics here which we have maintained.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to the installation, like what I see is a lot of our customers are having difficult time in understanding how to implement these tracking codes, the JS file, and all those stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to the tracking code, we try to cover all the different ways in which you can actually place these tracking codes. Like if you have a WordPress website, or if you are using a GTM, or if it is a Shopify, how to do that. So we are trying to cover most of the important CMS tools here. But if you have any other requests, please come back to us, and we can always add the user manuals here, okay? And we have been working on adding more user manuals. Like for example, recently I have actually added
Yes.
hello.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, okay, sorry, yeah. So I have recently added a couple of these ones here, like how sorry guys, let me put it on mute.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have been adding more of these, features, like how to use the features, existing features, and all those stuff
Right.
into the application. So I've been keep on adding, and I've been keep on updating these things. Okay, like everything here. But just in case, right? Like if you have any kind of questions or anything, please don't hesitate at all, and reach us to us. We will make sure to support you guys. Okay, I can jump onto the call immediately. In fact, for some of our customers, I've been giving my WhatsApp number just to make sure that the communication goes on pretty well,
Right.
okay, and there are no more communication barriers, okay? So, and for example here, right, if you see here, like how to display pop-up on element hover, okay?
Yeah.
So I understand that many people have, difficulty in understanding how these things work. So I just added these things recently, and I gave actually, a real demo also, like, how to do that in the live website, right? If you see, this is the Qualzz website, and I actually gave the demo here, like how to do this, right? And in fact, like I have also shown on the website, right, like how this is
Yes.
acting, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I tried to maximize, like, the things, or the what do you call, the articles we have, that the help funds. But having said that, there is still a lot to be improved, okay? I understand that people have concerns, and that concern is for a good reason, no doubt about it. So
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to the push notifications, we really don't have much of the assets. That's the biggest problem, right? Like that's the biggest black hole which we currently have, okay?
Right.
And the reason why we are not really moving well ahead is because if you see our help structure, and everything is centered around pop-ups, right? And for me to add push notifications, like I am trying to figure out like how best I can put it across, right? I obviously don't want to include push notifications also in this help, because that will confuse a lot, right? So we are just planning to add a completely different help, for push notification and pop-up. So that's taking some time, right? So
Right.
that's one of the things, okay? As far as the help is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing regarding the updates, in terms of the application itself. So thanks to all our community members, there were some bugs which were reported to us. So we the team was very very active, and we fixed those bugs, okay? And also we also fixed a couple of user experience stuff and all those stuff, right? and those updates are all live in production. And we have, in fact, like, even we take extreme care of our customers. Okay, that is our number one agenda. Okay, so what we do personally is, whenever a report comes to us, we actually work on it. Okay, and we make sure that we fix it, we test it, and then once it is done, we actually report back to our customer saying that this has been fixed. And in case if they have any other issues or anything like that, they can come back to us, right? And that actually has helped us a lot in getting that kind of rapport, developing that rapport with our customers as well. Okay, so on the whole, this is all things, and we have in fact added new templates here, and the new templates are getting added regularly. Okay, so there is a design team who have been working on the templates. And if you see here, like, we have added like a lot of new templates here. And so yes, we have been working on that. And if you have any more suggestions, please feel free to come to us, and we can help you guys. Okay, or we can add more. Okay, because the calls, right, there is a lot of difference. The reason why I've been saying this is, I know people have been comparing with Convert Box and Convert Full. Yes, I understand, right? Like, we are, back ahead, back, when you compare with them, obviously, because they have been in this industry for a while, and they have been developing, right, the application slowly, and eventually now they are in that position. And right, and if you compare with us and them, obviously you will find couple of issues with us. But having said that, we are, like, taking that as a greatest opportunity, and we are trying to make sure that our application will be on par with them, and in fact, like, it should be better than them, right? But I wouldn't over exaggerate, but yes, eventually we will come to that stage. Okay, the other thing is, the Convert Box and Convert Full, right? You cannot really customize the design as much as you want. Okay, there is a limitation. Okay, but when it comes to Qualls, like, you can do whatever you want, right? In terms of designing the pop-up, you can do however you want. So that's the flexibility we have in Qualls. Okay, uh, but there is a
But
possibility. Yeah, yeah,
what
please go ahead.
those question about the mobile landing pages?
Yes, yes.
How did you
I'll,
address that?
I'll come to that point actually.
Okay. Hmm.
So the mobile landing pages, right? Like, if you see here, the biggest again. Sorry, once again. So you can see my screen, right? So right now, what we have is, we have like different templates for mobile and desktop. Okay,
Hmm.
so this is how the whole, what do you call, this is structured. Like, in this case, like, if you load a template, for example, right? So this will load on the mobile background. Okay, and you can actually design however you want. Okay, there is no limitation again here.
Hmm.
And this will be specifically only for your mobile users. Okay, this will
Right.
be shown only to your mobile users. So there are some questions from our customers, that why I should create a separate one for mobile, why can't you do responsive? Okay, see, the problem here is, a lot of these tools, right, even though they say responsive, in one way or the other, they are not really 100% responsive. Okay, there is some kind of limitations there. Okay, you really cannot make the desktop design to be responsive in mobile. So what they do is, they actually remove the image. Okay, they don't show the images, or they try to remove some elements to make it responsive and keep it like that. So what we felt is, why don't we give that kind of flexibility to our users itself, so that they can design themselves, right, however they want, rather than we suggesting them, or rather than we telling them like what to do, how to do. Why can't they have their own luxury of doing it? Okay,
Right.
that's also one of the reasons behind why we did this. Okay, having said that, if lot of our customers are coming back and complaining, then yes, maybe we might need to think about some other alternative, and we might need to come up with the way the other tools are also doing, right? That might
Hmm.
help them.
That's
but
right.
but yeah, that's not currently in roadmap or anything like that. Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. So, any additions or anything updated other than what we had last time?
Yes,
Anything new?
yes. One thing what we updated is the timer actually. Okay,
Hmm.
the timer functionality was there, but we had only like one sorry guys. Yeah. So if
Hmm.
you see here, right, timer.
Yeah.
So initially, what was happening is the timer functionality wasn't. We had only one way of defining the timer. Okay,
Mhm.
but what we did is right now we have two different options here. Okay, one is the fixed timer. Okay, so that you can give like let's assume you want to run this deal for like 2 days or 10 days, for example, right?
Hmm.
So you can define here. Okay,
Right. No need for
right.
hours, minutes, seconds.
No, you can do whatever you want, right? Like, and or example, for example, you want to run this deal only for a fixed date, right? Like
Hmm.
maybe on you want to run this deal for end of this month, for example.
Right.
Okay, you just put it like this, and we will automatically calculate the remaining days, and this
Yes.
is how it's gonna, run. Okay,
Yep. That's
so
powerful.
yes, yes, it's pretty good and very good, and we will be creating more, or rather, I would be creating some video case studies so that our customers can also try and use it more often. Okay,
Right.
and what are the things which we are working on? Okay, so I wanted to give you a brief overview. Okay, so this is our dev application. Like if you see here, right, these are the two different elements which we are working on. One is the iframe and one is the html. So with that, like you can do whatever you want. You can run your own, in this case, like I was just testing. Okay, so I added a YouTube video in this. Okay, but you can do whatever you want. You have a piece of code, you can just add anything, right? Like you can run, you can just give your own what do you call, anything, right? Like it could be a survey, it could be anything, right? Just if you have a piece of code, put it in this iframe and you can do whatever you want.
On the
Okay,
iframe, I can do PDFs, stuff like that, and they pop
you
up.
can you can put pdfs within that iframe.
Hmm.
Yes, you can do that. Yeah,
And then
and the pdf will be visible in the pop-up. Yeah, sorry,
it
go
will
ahead.
be. But
Mhm.
can I put a lock on it? We don't have
When
that
you say
feature.
lock, like what?
So I want them to say like download this PDF, and then I have the button where they can hit download, and then they have to opt in to download something like that.
Yeah, okay. So you can do that. The thing is that again, like we are still working on that. But
Hmm.
yes, we can do that. Okay,
Right.
they can opt in. Okay,
Hmm.
they can opt in. We can make it mandatory opt in. But
Right.
what will happen is once they opt in, the opt in details using the webhook or any of integrations would be sent to your email CMS. Sorry,
Yes.
the email this thing, and then from there you will have to trigger them the downloading option or anything like that. That's
Hmm.
how you can do it.
Right.
But yes, it is possible actually. Okay,
Hmm.
so those are some things which we have been working with the system. So this is still in testing. That's why you see that still things are not
Aligned.
completed yet.
Yeah.
Okay, we are testing. Okay, so that's one of the things. Okay, we have been seeing some conflicts with different JS codes and all those stuff. So the team is working on that. Okay, that's one thing. And the other thing is the notifications also. What we did is we actually, there were a couple issues surrounding the notifications. So the biggest one was, the save button. Okay, so the what was happening earlier was this save button was getting activated and deactivated based on the content whatever we put it here. Okay, the problem what we were seeing was, this was not getting activated, but
Right.
at the same time we were not able to figure out what was going on, what was the issue, like where the data was not filled, where the required fields were not getting uploaded. Okay,
Right.
so we did a major change. Now if you see here, what we did is, on click we will actually show if there are any errors within this. Okay,
Mm.
so from the user experience point of view, we did the major change. Even in the push notification, create push notification also, we did
Hmm.
it so that our users will not face those kind of difficulties. Okay, that is one of the things. Okay, and we have been working on a lot of integrations, as many of our customers and our community has been asking about integrations.
Hmm.
So you will be seeing like a lot of integrations coming across. Okay,
Right.
So yes, they are in development phase. We are almost done couple of some good integrations, but yes, they will be going live pretty soon. Yeah,
Good.
right.
Good.
And that's one thing. And on these push notifications also, excuse me. So there were a couple of issues in terms of IP also, like the API which we were using, okay,
Mhm.
to identify the IP addresses. There were a couple queries from our customers, saying that they were not able to use the geo IP and all those stuff, okay, properly. We figured it out. There were some limitations with way the API works, okay, and we are using some third-party APIs for that, and we tried to fix them. So what happens is when that IP actually or that API receives lot of requests from one particular IP, they try to keep halted, right? So there are limitations. So that's the reason why they were not able to test it. So we did, in fact, communicate it back to our users saying that this is the issue, and you know we fixed it.
Right.
But still, that's the limitation from the API itself, the IP API. It's not from our end, right? So that's one more thing. And the other important perspective is that a lot of questions are coming up in terms of. Okay, sorry. Before that, I also wanted to give you one more update. Okay, so our community has been asking like why I don't see any support here on the app. Okay, like why I can't do directly reach out to the support from the application itself. Okay, that's a good question actually. So we had that chat widget, whatever you see here, right? Like this chat widget in the application initially, but we were finding some issues in terms of performance of the app. Okay, so that JS code or whatever the chat widget had, it was actually hampering our performance of the app. That's the reason why we actually kept it aside. But having said that, yes, we will be exploring the option of again getting it back. So eventually we will be doing that as well, so that those questions whatever are there will be resolved, right?
Okay. Excellent. So I have some questions coming in. Do you want to answer
Sure.
them? Okay.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
somebody
I'm ready.
said timer. The timer. I
hmm
can actually show my face now. Maybe the
Okay.
timer.
Uh-huh. I
Are
was
you
trying to
there?
say
We're there. We're there. Both of us there. Okay. Um,
okay. Yeah, please go ahead. You want to
okay.
share your screen, or how do you want? You
No,
want to keep it here?
I'm just trying to see how I can put you on the right side, and I can put myself on the left side. Okay, we have it all good. So they're saying the timer need is along with fixed date, added along with fixed date if we want to time till July 31. I think that's what. But when you just showed the date, can it show until like the time itself? Let's say you
uh,
want to do July 31. Now it's just the date. So they want to
yes.
see if they can do the hours and the minutes also.
Or like you want to run for 5 hours,
Right.
or on that day. See, there is a different functionality for that, right? Like we have both those options, right? One
Yeah.
is the fixed time and other is the fixed date, right?
Hmm.
Okay, you can still see my screen, right?
No,
No,
we
okay.
you're not
so
sharing.
so okay, okay, you want me to
Hmm.
show that screen or you want me to explain it?
Sure,
How do
sure,
you
sure.
want?
You can show. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'll throw it in. Share the
yeah,
screen.
it's being shared actually, right? If
Not yet. Oh yeah, yeah. You yeah. Right. Okay.
you
I
can,
see it
right?
here. I see it.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Go ahead. So if you click on the timer.
Yes. So right, the timer is here, right? So
Hmm.
let me pull this. Okay. So for example, I want to pull this timer here. Okay. So for example, right, and I want to adjust all these things. So let me also close this. For example.
It's really
Okay.
easy to use it.
Yeah. So if you see here, right, like we have different two different versions. Okay. So now if you want to actually keep the text, right, or you want to design whatever you want, you can do it. Okay. In this
You made
let's
everything black, text color white.
yeah, yeah, one second,
Okay.
I'm just okay. So for example like this, okay, let's
Hmm.
put it like this. Okay, so you can design it, but when it comes to the timer settings, right, we have fixed time and fixed date. For example, fixed time is there, right, and you want to run it for like 2 hours, 3 hours or something like
Right.
that. So you can just put it like this, and this will be running for 2 hours from now, right?
Hmm.
And that would be from the time when the user actually visits your website. The time starts from there. Okay, like for example, like any visitor who is visiting your website, right, and you want to actually invoke this FOMO effect, right, and you want to say that, okay, this will run only for 1 hour, like you or you have 5 minutes to take this coupon code, for example, right?
Right.
So that's how you can do using this fixed time functionality. Okay,
Hmm.
got it? Like for example, 3 minutes here.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the date, right? So for example, date is something like Christmas day is there, okay? And you are just starting this, and you want to, obvious, right? You don't
Okay,
want to
let's
run
say
it.
let's say I want it to end on the 30th midnight. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, we can do that, right? So you want to
Go to
end on
30th.
30th and just say like this, right? And you can see, like, this will be okay. This is we will fix this issue. Okay, so looks like there is some issue. That's the reason why I took it as 8 days.
Yeah.
But having said that, yes, you can do that. Okay.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
yes, yes. This will give the number of days actually.
Hmm.
Okay. But yeah, let me report
No,
it
it,
back
it
to.
shows the number of days. That's not a problem. That's
Yes.
actually right. That's the number of days we have left until I think July
No,
31st.
yeah, but I took it as December. That's where I was trying to say. So
Oh,
let me report it.
oh, oh, okay, okay, okay. You put
Let
it
let
something
let,
else.
yeah. Let me take the screenshot now
Okay,
itself.
take the screenshot. Bugs need to be fixed. Okay.
Yes, 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 yes. The team is very good. Like I don't want to complain on the team because they have been working day and night to fix these things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that should be good. Yeah, I
Right.
can.
So maybe then what they're saying is if the
Mhm.
hours can be edited or the minutes or something like that also.
Those hours and minutes should be edited from the other option, like
The
like
other
the
option. So this is just one fixed option, right?
one fixed option, right? Like you want to
But
end on particular date, right? Or you want to run on only on, like, for 2 days from
mm,
today, right? That's how it works.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the other option is what you will need to use if you don't have to have that. Okay,
Yes,
that's
yes,
fine.
yes.
That's understandable. The other
Yeah.
question you have is so saying maybe you can add help menu option and redirect
Mhm.
users to the help section of your website. So on your
Great, great.
menu, you can. They're saying
Awesome.
you can add. That's also
That's
good. Good.
that's that's a very, very good suggestion. In fact, like, that's also one of the things we
And
are
then
already
can you
having
add
it on.
the roadmap to your website? They can't find
Yeah.
it.
Yes, yes. So the roadmap right now, what we did is we just kept it in the Trello board, and the Trello board, like the link is also available in the digital think section,
Yeah.
and obviously I've been also sharing with, but we actually bought another tool which we will be using it, and that tool we will use it for all these updates, roadmaps, and everything. Okay, so that will be soon live. Okay, and we will put it in the app itself, and that would be visible within the app. Yeah.
Gulu Dito says, great founders and tool with great potential. Just keep working like that. I suggest improve localization,
Yes.
geotagging, not only country, but also
Yeah.
regions and provinces.
Yes,
That,
yes.
that, that's going to be cool.
Yeah, yeah. We actually currently, you can, again, like if you compare with the different tools, right? So the geo targeting, basically, lot of the tools are, you can do it only on the country actually. Okay,
Mm,
but here with us you can actually do that on the city also.
right.
But there is a request where it is coming, like we can include region also. So yes, we will be working on that, but as I said, right, we had some issues with our IP. So that's a reason why, the API which we were using. So that's a reason why we didn't take up that suggestion yet. But yes, it is there in our roadmap.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Another
And thank you
question.
guys. Thanks for your support again.
It is here though. Okay, Bala Killer Party is there. Oh, I didn't know he was watching.
He
Okay,
was watching. He is now a spectator, and you guys
he's
can ask
there. He
him
likes
the
to watch.
questions.
That's what he does. Okay, good. Very active founders and underrated tool. Good luck, guys. Yeah, a lot of people don't understand the power of this tool. You know what? Once all these bugs and everything's fixed and everything's going good, it will come. They will come to the front. And it's good that
Yes.
the team actually is not keen on just selling, because they know that I push them so hard that this agency license is gonna bite them back. So what they want is that if somebody refund, they're like, thank God, we're okay. Don't worry about it, right?
You
Don't
spoke my
push for
heart
it. Don't
actually.
push it too much, right? So,
Yes, yes.
and as a
I,
platform, when we have developers, we can tell who they are and what they want. So
yes, yes.
the idea here is not necessarily to sell, but also to get as much feedback as possible and
Right.
fix all the bugs and issues that are there. There's always room for additional LTDs down the road, right? So that's not a problem.
But that will again, like I want to put it very very clear.
Yeah.
It will not be unlimited at all.
Of
It
course,
will
of
be there
course.
will be limitations.
Of course, look. This is always the way we launch deals here, right? When we do, we negotiate so hard that the developers they actually end
We
up
sweat.
not liking me. They're like, "Man, this is too much, right? Are you sure this is sustainable?" So, but the good thing is that you have a good deal, and
Yes.
one is if they ever come back, of course, it's not going to be the same deal, right? And we're just
No.
taking it easy, not pushing the deal like crazy right now,
Yes.
because we
Yes.
know that there are some bugs and that you can see in real time right now as he's doing it. And
Yes. Yes.
we are getting all the feedback. And of course,
Yes.
once everything is clean and clear, people will come to talk about it. So I don't think that's an
Yes.
issue right now.
To all our community, right? I would really want to say, see, we don't hesitate in accepting the bugs. We don't hesitate in really pronouncing where we stand. So yes, we want to be very very uh, open actually in those aspects.
Right,
Yes.
right.
We don't want to deceive our customers at any given cost.
Exactly, exactly. So,
And also don't want to set wrong expectations. That's the reason why we don't try to take each and every advice also, and we want to be very very clear on what we can achieve and what we can deliver. No wrong promises. Yeah.
excellent, excellent, excellent. Another question from Toby. Tobin, it's saying it doesn't solve that issue. The other issue is only for creating a FOMO. It gets activated when the user visits the page, and that's not an exact solution. What I want is to end of a fixed date and time, December
Okay.
31 at 1 p.m. right now.
Oh,
I think
okay,
that
okay, fair enough. We can
yeah,
add that time also. Yes, yes, we
I
can do
think
that.
you can do that, right? Yeah, I think take note
We
on
will
that.
add it right now. Right now, we just have the date.
Bala is taking notes. Make sure you take notes. This is actually good. I like this kind of
Yes.
conversations we have. And another question. Yep, Aditya was here earlier. Aditya Sharma. Yes, brother. Okay. Anybody else? So the most of the questions are coming from here. Let me see if there's other questions. The thing is, we are live across several groups right now. So I'm only monitoring mostly digital thing, but the others are actually asking questions. Or maybe, let me see. Oh my God. You just made that. Okay. Uh, I can see more questions coming. Let me check. They're like, some people are confused completely. Like, what is this? Okay.
Well, confused on what? Like,
No, because I run this group. I run this
okay,
across
okay,
several,
okay, okay.
all the groups I manage, which is more than 10 different Facebook groups.
Got it, got
And
it,
some
got
of
it.
them, they're like, what are you talking about? They have no idea what it is. I'm just
That
testing
is
also another tool that's gonna, share all this and then watch for what Facebook is gonna do. One of the ways in which we actually, do a big reach is to broadcast across several groups and several YouTube channels. But
yes.
Facebook has been really bad about it. As soon as you're done, they're like, they restrict you and they stop you from going live. That's what happens, which is funny because they also let you do it first and then they restrict you after. It doesn't make sense. But anyways, I think most of the questions are coming there. It's good that it's coming to 6 minutes almost to the hour. So we have few more minutes, guys. If you have any question, let's know. We can answer them for you.
Yes.
But this is an amazing tool. Of course, Qualzz is from home, Toronto, guys, and I'm pretty sure these guys are going, some really good places. So Don't lose this
And
opportunity,
yes,
right?
and we have been focusing more on our SEO and trying to get organic customers, organic
Hmm.
reach also,
Hmm.
and we have been seeing MRR customers also are there right now, and they are using our app, and they are really happy. Again, I want to quote it: they are happy. Yeah.
Yeah. So, any more questions, guys? Any more questions? Let's see. Nothing. Somebody's asking they can't reach Absumo for days, and like we have nothing to do with that, guys. If you have problem with the digital thing, ask that question here. Other than that, I think we're good. I think we covered all the questions. So, guys, I think we'll do more of these live sessions. If you catch anything, if you see anything, now you know how to report. There's a chat area. Someone said in the group that they sent an email and didn't get a feedback for a week. I don't know what happened. So
We did
sometimes
receive the email.
we didn't
I want
receive
to be.
exactly.
We did
So
not receive. So something happened there. But eventually, I gave my email ID, and yes, we got that email, and we have been in discussion with him. Yeah.
right, right. So let's go to the chat. You know, if you guys can't reach Gavala, let me know. I can call him on my cell phone and tell him to
Yeah, yeah.
answer the chat. Answer the chat, man. Somebody's on the on the call. So that's how we do it here. There's no problems with that. So guys, I'm pretty sure all the questions have been exhausted. I'll go back one more time to see. We have 4 minutes left. Any question? Um, yep.
So
Any question?
in the next live, I will be showcasing more different features. Actually, there is one of the important thing which is in development, which is the teasers functionality, and
Which is what? What functionality is that?
teasers.
Yes, teasers. Yes, I want to see
So
that. How's that gonna
yeah,
work?
next live
Next
session.
time. Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. We'll start playing with it, and I'm good with testing, but I want you to finish all the tests and all that stuff. So
Yes, yes, yes.
we'll start doing more of this,
Yeah, yeah.
and of course I'll come on live and demo it myself. I haven't done it yet. I'll have to do it, and I know I'm just waiting for making sure that all the issues have been resolved. If anybody has seen any problems, please let us know. It's a brand new
Yes.
tool. We are launching it for the first time. Although the company is about 2 years old now, they're actually working with us for at least 1 year. All the feedback going back and forth. And then something I'm realizing: the longer you take with the tool, the more it gets more stable, right? If we launched it last year, it would have been a disaster. So it's good
Yes.
that we take time with the different products we have. So
Absolutely.
good, excellent. We're gonna leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for your time. Really
Thank
appreciate
you.
you, and have a
Thanks,
beautiful
guys.
have a beautiful weekend. No
Weekend
drama,
actually.
no drama for the weekend. I'm just making sure. If
The
you
phrase
guys
is
bring
still
any
there, man.
drama this weekend, we have already had our own drama during the week, right?
I don't think so. The phrase drama settled down yet.
Still running around. Now they're on the lookout for the guy, Andrew O'Hara, the guy who sold 280 codes, because they say if you put your name on it, you could activate an Absumo code on phrase. That's how it was. But I also think there is something crazy about the whole thing. And because based on the numbers that people are saying, they would have so like phrase would have up to 4,000 codes
Hmm.
compromised.
Ah, how can that?
4,000 codes compromised. But here's what they're doing: 4,000, each one of them has to pay $17 a month. And when I did the math, it came to about $420,000 in 6 months. So I'm
That's a good
thinking
strategy.
maybe they did this just to, maybe there was no code compromised.
No,
I don't know. It's a secondary strategy to do an LTD, without doing
yeah,
an LTD, basically. So how do you not see 4,000 new emails, and only Absumo is
exactly.
paying you for like only few, maybe 1,000 codes. I don't know how many codes they sold at the time, but 4,000 was sold outside. in the marketplace.
That's too much. I think.
I think
That's
I don't buy that. No, 280 I can understand. Okay,
yeah.
280
Sure.
codes understandable, right? Because one thing that was funny also that I actually found this myself was that they were letting you add up to 3 team members, but if you added even more, it was accepting it, and
Oh,
I think that's what caused the problem. So you
yeah.
you buy 2 codes, you have 3, you can add
See,
10, and it was saying you have 10 out of 3 team members. Actually, that's what
okay.
I saw.
So
So
that's what I'm saying, right? There are bugs
bugs in
even
there. There's a
everywhere.
lot of bugs in these softwares. As much as good the developers are, like you talk about Phrase, which is such a powerful tool. Doing all this logarithm, to going through everything, on the internet. But still, they're missing the basic stuff. And today, I'm hearing they're billing people for instead of $17, $130, right? So it's crazy. But yeah, it's smart still. At least they got back their money if everybody's going to pay those $17 a month, right?
Yeah.
So giveaway time. So
So,
guys, giveaway time. That's
oh,
when we do the launch, right? That was when we did it. The guy,
yeah. We
yeah,
are already running out of time.
yeah, we'll do that maybe another time. So
Next.
guys, no
Yes,
more
we'll do it.
dramas. Have a nice weekend. Thank you so much. It's coming on the hour, so have a good day. Bye.
You too, guys. Bye.
Okay.
Take care.